Hi. Okay, before we get started, I had promised that I was going to introduce Belle's brother, Taco, and now he looks a lot more like your like the original Taco Bell dog. Rest in peace, Taco Bell dog. So here he is. Isn't that remarkable? I mean, look at the resemblance. It's so uncanny. No, I'm sorry, I'm just joshing. Okay, no, here's Taco. Come on, Taco. Okay, here he is. We already went through one recording that went too long, and so he's like, what the flippity floop? Okay, so this is Taco, and he's a great little boy, aren't you? You're a good boy, Hot Talk. But doesn't he look a lot more like the Taco Bell dog? He's such a good guy, though. Anyway, okay, so I did really well. I'm really excited. This weekend has gone very well for me. I want to I'm going to put my stats as far as my inch loss at the end, so you can see basically the breakdown as far as the areas of my body, what had lost and how much and all that good stuff. And I also want to note that for some reason, I don't know why it's kicked in this way, but on Friday was my first day that I really didn't care about eating. Like, I basically kept kind of forgetting that it was time to make my lunch, that kind of thing. And then on Saturday, it rolled kind of again, it happened that way. Now, but Saturday, what was different was that I pulled out a tea that I'd seen other vloggers mention that I'd had in my pantry for quite some time, because when I tried it one time, even though I knew there were benefits from it, I wasn't excited about the taste. So I thought, no, I'm going to go ahead and pull it out again. I've really definitely become a pretty big tea drinker with this protocol, so I'll probably, like it just fine. So I pulled it out, and it's still, they always say it kind of has an earthy taste to it. I'd say it's more like, tastes like dirt. So I thought maybe if I put some stevia on it, it might taste a bit better, but it still tastes like dirt with some sweetener put on it. But I still drank it. And so this is the thing I drank. And it also says there, feel good energy. So that was the deal there as far as I drank that. And then the rest of the day I drank green tea. And I pretty much just ended up only eating a couple apples yesterday. Not planning to, sorry, and that's what I want to really stress. It wasn't like I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to just, do it like this. It was just, I mistakenly didn't basically tell myself to eat. I was doing a lot of stuff, and the day got by me, and by the time I thought of it, I just thought, well, it's kind of late to even think about eating. I might as well just start fresh tomorrow. So, Taco's all excited because someone's come home and he hears that alert, and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm missing out on something. And then the other thing is today, okay, good news, I lost since last week 5.75 inches. Total since starting, I've lost 13 inches. I lost another 1.8 pounds this morning on the scale, which gives me a total of 14.6. Okay, so I couldn't sleep last night. All of a sudden, I woke up like at 3:30 in the morning, and I felt wide awake. So I started to get worried that I remember on a vlog that Last 20 Pounds did, where she was talking about if you have lack of sleep, it'll mess up your result. You won't lose as well if you don't get enough rest. So what do? I go to bed. I go back to bed, and I still can't go back to sleep because I'm worried that not being able to sleep is going to mess me up. So needless to say, like probably this happens to a lot of people, when you do finally settle in, and if you don't have to get up to an alarm because of work or something, I ended up sleeping in far past what I'm used to this morning. So I ended up taking my injection late, and ended up having my tea late. So by the time I thought about eating, I ended up in that same thing where I'm now, like, as of now, which is like after almost 6:30 at night Pacific Standard Time, I haven't had a meal. I've just had a couple of apples, and I figure, why bother with the meal now? So I'm figuring on Monday, because being back to work, back to listening to people talk about, the the wonderful food that they're going to order for lunch and whatnot. I'll be back to, making sure I have my meals properly. So I'm not going to beat myself up about this weekend. I'll just take it as a lesson learned. I mean, it's great that I got the result, but I know that I really should be following the protocol properly to make sure what I lose is the correct type of weight. So there's that. End of that story. But I was going to mention what's funny. I'm going to see how this is going to pan out, because I know that in past vlogs I have kind of whined and complained about my coworkers eating, like crazy all day, and my boss, who's kind of the headship of the office, the rest of them, when it comes time to choose what's for lunch, everybody kind of jumps on her bandwagon of what she plans to do. And it looks like she has made a decision to go on a Jillian Michaels food plan. So I'm sure that means that the other choices that everybody else is going to make, besides my daughter works with me, but besides my daughter, because she's her own independent spirit, she's going to decide if she wants to go eat somewhere, if she wants to eat somewhere. But the other ones, there won't be so much junk, I think. At least for a couple days, until my boss makes any kind of different change or decision about something. So anyway, so I'm going to leave that to that, because I wish her well. She's got a goal she wants to hit in March, and if that is the food plan that's going to work for her, more power to her. It'll just be interesting, because I've watched her when she's decided she's going to do something before, and she just doesn't really like to be very strict with herself. So I'll keep you updated on that. It'll be interesting. That's all I can say. Yeah, I love her. She's my friend. So it's just funny, because, I don't know, I think she's going to end up being some pretty fun stories for you guys. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to have to piece this together anyway, because with Taco going crazy because of people coming home, I had to let him down. So he's not going to be able to say goodbye at the end of the video like I normally have the pups do. He's off gallivanting, being all crazy taco dog.